as well use complex,
actually. You're good. You're good. It's not a lot of times I'm at a loss for words.
What's going on, guys? I'm Speedy, and today I am joined by producer and actor Lala. Lala, look who decided to show up today.
What do you mean by that?
Thank you so much.
By that?
I just mean that you're such a busy woman these days that just to get you here is such a privilege and an honor.
Well, so I'm honored to be here. I'm such a fan, and I'm really proud of everything you're doing. So when I got the call, I was like, of course I want to come.
Is that what happened? You said, of course you want to come. So what happened?
So wait. Why don't you just say it?
Yeah, so the added context is we were actually supposed to shoot this last week.
Yes.
We came here, we set up the cameras, and we just sat here for hours and hours.
That's
and
actually
Lala
not
just
true.
never showed up.
No, that's actually not true. I am the most professional person in the world. I woke up that day with an allergic reaction to something. I was really sick. I'm perfectly fine. I called my publicist at 8 a.m. that morning, so they got in touch with you early. And there's an and. I sent you a DM because I didn't have your number. And guess what else?
What?
My publicist, I asked her to get your number, and she was told by your team that you don't give your number out, and you couldn't give your number to me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? What do you mean he can't give us? Haley, is that what you were told? Okay, thank you.
I believe you. I would never think you'd lie to me.
Yeah, so they said that you wouldn't give your number to me. Well, so then I was like, oh, really? Okay, fine, because that's never happened before. So then I went in your DM, slid in your DM, and I was like, really, I just want to apologize. I've never missed an interview. I feel so bad. I'm sick. I have allergies, whatever. And you never read it. You never replied, anything. So you now take the crown as the only man in history who has not replied. Well, I don't go on DMs, no, but who has not replied to a DM from me.
Listen, if you do go on DMs, this is a judgment-free zone. So
it's judgment-free, but I'm just saying I don't really do that.
Okay.
But you never responded to my DM.
Let me add my side of the story.
Okay. Did you see my DM?
I did not see the DM.
Okay, so it wasn't like you were.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay.
But here's what I will say. I was actually just teasing about you showing us. Like
Thank you.
My team did let me know in the morning.
Thank you. But can
early.
you let them know that I'm very professional? I would never just. It was like
I can't.
Thing. I literally was still coming with like big sunglasses on, and Brittany, my sister, was like, "You can't go. You cannot. Like, you look crazy." It was like a bad situation.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you still did reach out with ample time.
And I don't appreciate the fact that you did not respond to my DM.
I'm so sorry. Do you want me to read it now?
I would like you to open it now, so you can just see how sincere. Don't read the whole thing, but maybe read a couple of things.
Let's find it.
As a matter of fact, I would like to read it.
Oh. I just followed you back. Hold on, here we go.
Okay.
Dang, he didn't even follow her? Yo!
What inspired us some famous first? He said to your skin, put on the table. Unapologetic, unoriginal, to the bone, spoiling tequila.
You want to read it?
Oh yeah, I would like to read it. And just guys know this is like a long paragraph. It's not even short. I said, hey Speedy, it's Lala. I asked my publicist to try to get your number because I wanted to apologize to you for rescheduling today. I have never rescheduled an interview. I went to bed not feeling well, and I woke up and it's been really bad. There was no way I could be on camera like this, but I feel so bad. I hate putting you in that position today and canceling. Here's my number, please hit me. I just want to sincerely apologize and hope we can reschedule right away.
Oh, that's such a lovely message.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
No, that is actually very sincere.
And I put my number there.
Oh, we locked in now.
Oh, yeah.
Now we locked in. I apologize. I
didn't
see it.
That you didn't even respond.
No, I'm going to respond right now.
No.
Lala, thanks so much for the kind message. Glad we got to reschedule.
Oh, my God.
We'll text you now, so you have my number.
Got it.
Sent.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Well, Lala, all jokes aside, thank you for being here. I'm glad that you're in better health and whatever was going on.
It was just one of those days. Like, I wasn't feeling good. I didn't feel like I looked good. Like, it happens.
It's none of our business. As long as you're okay.
It's all good.
That is the most important thing.
Thank you.
And again, apologies for not hearing you back. But I do take honor in knowing I'm the only man who never responded to it. But I did now. So, do you have a truce? Truce. Okay.
Truce.
Well, thank you for being here.
Of course.
Let's take it back to the beginning of Lala's journey. Born and raised in New York, spent some time in Atlanta. What was like young Lala like?
I just love music, and music was just my driving force behind my career. So that's kind of how it started, like working at a radio station, and from there, TV, movies, film, everything. But it really just started with my love for music, and that's come from me being a child. I'm like a hip hop head to like the 10th power.
Your pops was a flight attendant.
Yes.
Did you get to fly for free as a kid?
On standby, so you have to wait and see if there was like an open seat, and then if there was, you could get it. But I did fly for free, but a lot of times I wouldn't get on the flight because they would be sold out. You have to wait. You only get on a standby flight if there's an open seat. But yeah, I did. But I don't remember, like, I traveled to see my dad at various times, but I wasn't like traveling like that as a young kid, because when I got the job in LA to be on the radio, I had never been to LA before in my life, so I wasn't like traveling all over.
And before you had like the cool jobs of like a radio station or acting on TV shows, you had some odd jobs like Baskin Robbins.
How do you know all this stuff?
Marshalls.
How do you know this?
Yo, I remember Marshalls.
Yes.
Telemarketing.
Telemarketing. Worked at a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Like, I did a lot of different. I was always a hustler. Like, I was always trying to get money. So whatever I had to do, 2-3 jobs, whatever it is, I was always down for that.
What was telemarketer Lala like? What were you doing?
Everybody hung up on me.
What were you selling or like trying to do?
It was like subscriptions to like cable or something, like renewing your subscriptions. I got cursed out every time they just hang up in your face.
Did you ever make a sale?
Don't fucking call here anymore. And it's just like, all right, I probably made a sale, but I remember being hung up more than anything else.
You also went through an era where you like wanted to be a rapper.
That too. Wow, you know a lot.
Did you ever like write any verses?
People wrote verses for me.
Okay.
I tried here and there, but yeah, I really thought that was going to be my career. Like, I was like, oh no, I'm going to be a rapper. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And then I quickly realized that probably wasn't the best idea, even though I was pretty good at it. But I was like, let me try something else. So that's when I really just dove more into being a radio personality, and then getting a job on MTV and becoming like a TV personality.
What's real and original is in your bones. What inspired some famous face? He said to your skin, put on the table. Unapologetic, unoriginal, to the bone, spoiling tequila.
I think a lot of younger people see you as like a TV star, movie star, but maybe they didn't know that you actually started on this side of things.
I did.
But before like the TV hostings, you mentioned you started in radio.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? You, Luda, like in Atlanta, what was that experience like?
It was crazy being 16 and being on like the most popular radio show in the radio station in Atlanta. And back then, like, radio personalities, you still have a few, but back then radio personalities were like the stars. Like, they were stars. They were selling out clubs. People were coming to see radio personalities. Like, that was the thing. Of course, this is before like streaming and all of that stuff.
And then you moved to LA.
Then I moved to
to
LA.
big out there.
Yes.
More radio.
More radio.
And then you got like this MTV gig.
Yes.
TRL. And Direct Effect.
Direct Effect with DJ Clue.
How did you make the transition, or what was the transition like from radio to like being on television? How'd you get it? What was it like?
When I was on the radio in LA, still a teenager on the radio, and then I remember walking in and the receptionist was like, somebody from MTV called and said for you to call them. And I'm like, MTV? So I called back and they're like, we want to bring you in for like an audition because we're working on a new show. I was like, all right, like, I thought it was really cool because at that time, MTV was doing those like worldwide searches of like who wants to be a VJ, and like everybody was trying to do that. So I was like, they want to interview me? That's crazy. So I interviewed and they were like, oh, you know, you got charisma, you're cool, like you're everything we want, you know, we'll get back to you. And then they called me and was like, we want you to move to New York and be, you know, a VJ on MTV. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is actually crazy. And then I just left and moved to New York and started at Direct Effect with Clue. It was like more of the hip hop stuff. And then from there, they brought me over to start hosting TRL, which was like the big show for them. So I was like, this is kind of crazy.
I think the way people meet you, sometimes it's very hard for them to forget. And so for a while, in a certain community, you were like Lala from MTV. You've obviously outgrown that. But during that time, especially post MTV, was it like frustrating for you?
Super.
To like always always have to be
super, because you want to be grateful for it. Like, MTV changed my life, and people still talk about, you know, I saw you, I watched you growing up, I grew up with you, whatever they say, which I'm so grateful for. But then it took so long to shake that off, like you said. So when I was trying to now transition into acting and all the other things I was doing, it's like, oh, that's Lala from MTV, so you're going to put her in your movie? Like, is she going to play herself? And I'm like, I don't want to play myself. Like, I take this seriously. I want to be an actor. I want to play roles and characters. They're like, oh, you can do a cameo. You're Lala from MTV, or you can be the host in the show, or here's the mic, and you can be the DJ or whatever. And I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do. So it took a lot of hard work and a long time to kind of get out of that.
I think acting is like one of the hardest things possible. It is incredibly difficult to like fully take on and immerse yourself in a life of someone else and like emulate that. But what would make that for me even harder is when like emotions get involved and you have to do love scenes or sex scenes or relationship type scenes. How much more difficult is that for you as an actress, or is it kind of like second nature and just like a part of the
No, doing
job?
a sex scene is never going to be second nature when it's cameras and people just staring at you and you're so vulnerable and you're just like, this feels weird. But the great thing about being on set, you have like what's called an intimacy coordinator. There's someone there to make sure everything, you feel comfortable, everything is good. And what people don't, like, people, I get asked all the time, they're like, oh, so are they really fucking? And I'm like, what do you guys think? Like, you really believe there's just a band of people just going at it and they're just recording? Like, this is not a porno. This is scripted television. Like, no, they're not really fucking. Like, what are you talking
But
about?
that means you're doing a good job if people believe that you're actually fucking on there.
Yes, but I don't want people to believe that I'm actually fucking on there, because I'm not. And it's very choreographed. Like, if you were there to see it, you would be like, okay, this is actually, it's not as great as it looks. It's kind of like, okay, put your hand there. All right, now move your hand up. All right, cut. Turn this way. It's not like a fluid sequence where you're just like, go. It's just not like that.
Is it awkward?
It's very awkward. It's very awkward. So your wish is to have a partner in the scene that is cool and patient and understanding, so it doesn't feel awkward. And I've been blessed to have great partners when I've had to do those scenes that haven't made it too
Uncomfortable.
weird.
Yeah. So you've never had a partner in a sex scene that was like, it was like a little, maybe the rhythm wasn't there.
No, I haven't had that. I haven't had that. In the beginning of Power, when Joe and I, who played Tommy, like, we were both just, it was new for us. We were nervous wrecks and like, what are we supposed to do here? Like, I remember we were about to, I don't even know if he remembers this, we were about to do a scene and like, his hands were shaking and I was like, you gotta calm down because you're making me nervous right now. And we just got through it, and then you just kind of, I don't know, you just kind of do it. But it never gets to the point where you're coming in working, you're like, oh, I'm doing a sex scene today, this is great, this is easy. Like, no, it's never like that.
I will say this, I think that in a lot of your shows, it's like, we've seen like intimate scenes.
Well,
you know?
the thing is that, and people do say that. So here's what I say about that. In a lot of the shows I've been on, my character has been in relationships with various people. So when you're in a relationship with someone, you usually have sex with that person. So when they're like, oh, she's on these shows and she's doing these sex scenes, well, most of the shows I'm in a relationship with someone. So at some point, there's going to be a sex scene. Like, that's just how it goes. And I'm on cable. I'm not like, I'm on premium cable where they want sex scenes. They want, you know, they want that for viewership or ratings or whatever it is. So it's like when I hear that, I'm just kind of like, so these people in a relationship, but they just never have sex. Like, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
And I'm not the writers either. Like, if that's what they're writing and they're like, you got to do this, when you sign up for these shows, you have to fill out like paperwork that says you're fine with that, you're fine with nudity, you're fine with whatever. So you know what you're stepping into, and you know it could come at any time.
For sure.
What's real and original is in your bones. I think Spider seen famous face. He said to your skin, put on the table. Unapologetic, I'm original, to the bone, spoiling tequila.
Your son, Cayenne,
Yes.
he says that if you really want to find a man, you have to stop looking for men with dark Caesars and baldies. Is that
What?
like a type of yours? Like, what? Why does he say that?
Well, I was just talking to Cayenne on the way in here. He told me to tell you hi
Tell him
because
I
I
said what
just
up.
was on FaceTime with him. I don't know why he said that. I don't know why. I don't know what made him say that, but that's his philosophy, that it shouldn't be that it should be a certain haircut. and he's explained to me what the haircut should look like. So I don't know where he got that from.
Is he saying that you in the past dated men with
No,
baldness
because he
and
hasn't been around anyone I've dated or seen anyone I've dated in the
So
past.
he's like,
He's just coming up with his own thing, and he's just like, I think he thinks probably at my age that's what women are looking for.
Oh, I
And
see,
he's
I
saying
see.
like, no, Ma, you got to be looking for this.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. What do you think you are looking for? Like, what's the?
You're good.
What's the?
You're good.
What's the?
I like how you say it with just such a straight face. You're good.
I'm a curious guy.
I'm like, you're good. You're good. It's not a lot of times I'm at a loss for words. I mean, what are people looking for in their life? They want somebody that makes them happy. They want to laugh. They want to have fun. Like, they want somebody, I think most people want somebody who believes in God, believes in family. Like, those are the things that I want. I don't think I'm much different than most people.
It's got to be a full package.
A total package. And I have a lot of my friends telling me now that they date ugly guys. It's a lot easier. So,
I've heard that.
I've heard that. That's
I've
what I'm
heard that.
saying. I've heard that. So, I
Any
don't know.
interest in?
I haven't tried that, but I'm saying
But
I've
open
heard.
to it.
I don't know. I'm open to it, but I have heard that.
Dating in the spotlight is something that seems very difficult.
How did I know? Somehow I just knew we were gonna get here. But
I mean, we're talking about
you're
love.
really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's taken a lot of.
You're
hard
good.
work.
The way you.
Dating in the spotlight seems like something that is very difficult when you're famous. I guess it's kind of like a byproduct of that. Where are you at with it now? Are you more on the tip like, I prefer to just date in private, or is like public dating something that you can see yourself doing again?
I think it's good to keep things private until you feel like you're ready for the world to know about it. I feel like anytime the world gets involved too early, that's when things get messy and messed up. And a lot of times we get so excited when we meet somebody that's like, I want to post, I want the world to know, I'm so into this, and then the comments come and the phone calls, and then you're like, this just doesn't feel as good as it did when we were keeping it private. So I think keep it private till like you feel sure, and also till you're ready to deal with everything that comes with it, and then pop out.
Yeah. I mean, love is always just like, were you about to say something?
I was just gonna say I don't pop out. Like I don't. That's not something I've done, like posting and everything like that, just because you just want to be careful. I feel like there's a lot of miserable people in the world. Everybody doesn't want to see you happy, and I feel like it's just something that happens sometimes where it's like, I don't know, it just gets weird.
I like to say I think love is always just like an arm's reach away. And when scrolling your TikTok account, we just saw you pulling a man.
Oh my God, you are too good.
Just pulling a man into a frame, and he never made it into the shot. Who was it?
So sometimes
Who was
it's
it?
nice to tease certain things. So sometimes it's nice to just a little peek, but not too much. Like, that's good too.
Right, just an arm.
Just an arm, just
Maybe like a hand holding a menu, like at the restaurant kind of vibe.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, the younger kids, they call it a soft launch.
Is that what they call it?
It's like a soft launch.
Okay.
The hard launch is when it's like a full on,
but
like,
just a
we're
little
here.
like
Yeah,
soft
yeah.
launch.
What-
Okay.
I never
was it
heard
a
anybody say
soft
that.
launch day for you guys?
Never heard anybody
It
my
seems
age say
exciting.
that.
It is exciting to watch.
It's fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, and it's fun to see, like, I guess how invested people are into it. I guess I never really feel like people care that much, but then you're like, oh no, they care. They want to know.
People definitely care.
They care. They want to know. Yeah.
Your dad met his wife on Plenty of Fish.
Plentyoffish.com.
Yeah,
Yes.
like the dating.
The dating app. Yes.
Was like dating site something that you ever like tried to dabble in?
No,
or?
I haven't. I have never been on a dating site. I'm not knocking it. I haven't done it. I always hear about the dating sites that are like, for people, creatives or people in the entertainment industry. Like there's
Raya?
Are you on Raya?
I'm not. I've actually also never been on the dating app.
Okay, I don't know. You give me like you could be on Raya vibes. Okay.
Wait, that's honestly devastating to hear. Why do I give dating profile vibe.
Well, we're gonna get to you in a
Look like
minute because
it.
you just drilled me about my dating
Yeah,
history,
I'm just a curious
there's
guy.
a lot of talk about your dating history
Not
these
me.
days. Yes, there
No.
is. Yes, there
Wait,
is.
so I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, because you don't want me to talk.
No, you were just saying you've never been on Raya.
I've never been on Raya, but I've heard about it. I don't know. I'm not there. Like I don't feel like I need to do that.
No, clearly not. We just saw the arm, so you don't no need for the Raya. What I did think was interesting though was
You're not gonna let it go.
Oh, I won't bring it up again. But what I do think is interesting is you like describing Raya like, oh, dating apps for creatives, but it's Raya, you know that.
But it's Raya. But I have a lot of friends that are on Raya, and some super successful with the app, and some not as successful.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is your issue with a dating app? Why won't you get on?
No issues at all. I just.
What's real and original is in your bones. Nothing Spider seen famous face. He said to your skin, put on the table. Unapologetic, unoriginal, to the bone, spoiling tequila.
Not my thing.
But why?
I'm more into interviewing people. You know, I love to get to know people like yourself and ask them questions I've always wondered. Similar to this.
But what about when you're trying to date someone?
Let me ask you this.
Yes, you're good. You're good.
One of like my favorite memories in the lore of Lala is you holding your phone up at a basketball game. It's like a meme that's taken on a life of its own.
Yes.
What was the origin? Like, what was actually happening in that moment?
So I was in Chicago shooting The Chi, and I was running late because the scene went really long, and I was just like, I look crazy. I don't even want to go to the game like this. But Mello was playing, and I was like, I gotta at least go support, even if I get there at halftime or something like that. But in my mind, I kept saying, like, it's just the craziest thing how life works. I remember saying to myself, like, I hope nobody sees me. Like, I look crazy. My hair was, like, not even brushed, and I'm just like, I just want to go really quick. And I was like, I'm just going to go in and out. And, of course, that's the day. It just goes. So Cayenne FaceTimed me, and Cayenne was like, Mom. My son Cayenne. So Cayenne was like, Mom, can I see if you get Dad's attention and show him that. So I'm like doing like this, but I think I'm like looking around at the same time, and next thing you know, everyone's album cover, everything is on like that phone, which was crazy.
No, it's a true moment in like social media history. It is a very iconic moment.
It is, but it's the day that I told myself, I hope no one sees me today.
But that's always how it works.
That's how it works. Let me have been like hair done, makeup, outfit. Nobody would see me. Nobody would care. The day I'm just like whatever, it goes crazy. But
so when you see it, do you get mad or do you laugh?
No, I laughed about it, but it's not what people thought. I wasn't mad at Mello. I wasn't like saying something mean to. It wasn't that. It was literally like, look at your son, and I'm like looking around at people, and I'm just trying to show him the phone. It wasn't. There was no like crazy backstory to it.
It's funnier to imagine that there was a crazier backstory.
Of course it is, but isn't that in everything?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's just the internet, you know?
That's the internet.
So I'm going to act like I don't know the truth anymore. I'm going to just go back to thinking like you were mad or something.
Well, you have my number now because I DM'd you and you didn't write me back. So if you have questions about what's true or not, you can.
Yeah, I'll just shoot you a text.
Or reply to my DM.
No. A quick Google search says that your net worth is $30 million. Is that
a lot?
accurate?
Is that considered a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Do you feel it's?
I don't know anymore. Like, you hear so many numbers. I'm just like, do people think like that's a lot? I don't know.
No, for sure.
Oh,
like the masses would look at that and be like, oh shit.
They'd be like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Just probably some of the people I know would be like.
Yeah, I mean your
like
your circle.
They'd be like, you're the lowest one.
Yeah, you got people with B's in that phone.
So what are you asking? Am I really worth?
Is that accurate?
I don't think it's not spot on, but it's also not like ridiculously off either.
What does it feel like to be in a financial state like you are? You know,
to have that.
Yeah, to be able to just buy what you like and live comfortably, like especially from the origins that you can.
I mean, it's a great feeling. Like money doesn't solve everything, but it makes life easier in some ways, you know. And for me, it's also being able to take care of like my family and the people I care about. That's the greatest joy and what means the most to me out of being financially secure. But in this industry and what we do, you always got to stay one step ahead. You always got to figure out what's next. Like, you can never get complacent because just as quick as it comes, it can go. Like, once one show wraps, it's like, okay, what's next? Mm-hmm. It's constant. It's never like you're in a state of just like, I'm good. I don't have to like ever do anything. At least I don't feel like that.
You say money isn't everything. Do you think that money can make someone happier?
Yes, I do. And I think when people say it can't, they're lying. Like, even if you're upset, if you're sad, if you're crying, you got a breakup or family stuff, and you can have money and go on a trip and just get away or whatever, like, that's not going to make the problem disappear, but it makes dealing with it a lot easier. Like, yes, it does. It can, but when you rely on it solely for your happiness, that's when it goes left.
That was deep.
Thank you.
That was very poetic.
Thank you.
Good way to put a ribbon on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You were also in the Drake "In My Feelings" music video,
Yes,
which is like a super cultural moment. What was it like being a part of such a big record?
I love that. I mean, I love Drake. I'm a huge Drake fan, and he's, you know, a great friend. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. Like, Kiki, do you love me? Like, that was a big deal back then. So then he was like, do you want to play Kiki in the video? I'm like, hell yeah. Like, why wouldn't I? And we had so much fun, like, shooting that in New Orleans, and people still talk about that video. Last I checked, I haven't checked in a while, but I was like, I don't remember the number, but it was something crazy. I was like, this video has like, I don't know, it was like 400 million, something crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like,
very successful.
This is wild. It might be more than that. I don't know how many, but I was like, this is wild. But to be a part of it was cool. So.
Was it just an ask out of the blue? Like he just hit you randomly? Like, hey,
no, we're friends. So he was just like,
okay.
This is that song. And I had been saying, like, I wanted to do a video, but I wanted it to mean something. Like, if I'm being in a video, I want it to mean something, or be acting in a video, not just kind of like standing there or whatever. So I was like, he was like, I think I got something for you. I was like, what is it? And I was like, oh no, this is good. Like,
yeah, no, it was great.
Yeah, it was
I loved it. And you killed
good.
it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Lala, I do want to address the fact that this is actually the first ever episode of this show that we're shooting in this studio.
Really?
For many years, Complex's office was in Times Square.
Okay.
Many iconic moments happened there.
I've been there.
So we closed the door on that chapter.
And this is a new space.
Episode 1. And so, yeah, you are the first ever guest on 360.
What's real and original is in your bones. Nothing Spider seen famous face. He set on your skin, put on the table. Unapologetic, unoriginal, to the bone, spoiling tequila.
In this place.
I'm honored. I am super honored. Thank you for having me.
No, we're honored to have you.
Thank you.
360 is a show that means so much to me, but 360 also means a lot to you,
It's
yes?
crazy. Like, the common threads with us is crazy. So 360 is the name of my prison reform program that I do out of Rikers Island for young men ages 18 to 21. We help them while they're incarcerated with everything they need, from mentorship, job training, and then when they come out, we try to get them jobs and whatever they need to get situated. But yes, it's called 360, which is crazy. I'm like, I need to take some of this merch, but that is kind of crazy.
No, it is. Just cross out Speedy and you have a 360 mug.
That's crazy, but I'm super passionate about 360 and the prison reform work.
Thank you for being so passionate about my show.
Yeah, that too. Super passionate. And just helping people, so it's great. 360 means a lot to me.
Well, listen, you've been great. Thank you so much for showing up today. Appreciate you being here.
Don't start, and I'm glad we worked out our little.
No, me too. We got past it.
Okay.
Because we started off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, we
but
started
here we are
on the
now.
rocky, but we're good.
We're better than ever.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see what everything that comes from your corner next.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
We do 12 a year.
That's it? 12 a year?
That's why when somebody don't come, it's devastating, you know?
So did I really fuck things?
Oh, terribly. You have no idea. It costs us so much money. But, yeah, for sure. Because everybody still has to get paid, you know?
Oh, my God. Haley, you could say that.
Well, you have a net worth of 30 million, so there's nothing for you to write a check, right? No, I'm just fucking with you. Nobody lost anything.
What's real and original?
Oh, yeah, I get it now.